Hi, my name is Tressy Garcia, and I'm an executive director. If you don't already know me, I am really passionate about cold market recruiting. I've recruited about 25 people from the cold market over the last 3 years that I've been with the company. And I really believe that it's crucial to your success. So let's talk about why this is so important. First of all, what is your cold market? So after you've gone through your list of your friends, your relatives, and your neighbors, now what? You're going to have to reach out to the cold market, right? These are people that you personally don't already know. Why is that so exciting? Because obviously there are more people that you don't know than you do know in the world, right? So the options of growing your business infinitely is amazing. You're out and about anyway, so why not attempt to help someone change their lives, right? You're having conversations. You're having conversations at the grocery store. You're having conversations at the baseball game. You're having conversations at the dry cleaners. So think about all the opportunities you have every single day to change someone's life and think about how you can talk to them about your business without overwhelming them with the details. And then you're going to obviously recruit people to your team that feel like they don't have a good warm market, like I did when I started. I really didn't have any close friends that already weren't part of Scout and Cellar that drank wine. So I knew that I needed to change something about the way I approach this business to be successful. So you want to teach people in your downline that the possibilities are endless, right? After they've recruited their warm market or talked to them about the business, there's so many other venues that they can use to grow their business. So how are you going to do that? Well, my book file didn't show up here, but we are talking about the book, Get Over Your Damn Self. You guys have heard me talk about this book if you're on my team for the last 3 years. It was written by $1 million earner in another direct sales company. And she really talks about how people psych themselves out so much in terms of approaching other people about their business. And really, it is one of those things that you just have to train your brain to get out there. So you're not willing to get uncomfortable. That means that when you see the lady at HEB with all the wine in her cart, which ding, 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 that's one of your target market, you should want to go up to her. Train your brain to basically be sad if you don't approach that opportunity and make sure that you're taking full advantage of those opportunities to tell people about Scout and Cellar. You're not hungry enough. So in the book, she really talks about how there's obviously ups and downs to our business, right? Everyone has those months where, they only have 2 or 3 wine clubs that are hitting. Anyone that you've talked to that's a potential, has said, no, this is not a good time, or they've actually ghosted you. If you're not hungry enough during those downturns in our business, you're going to quit, right? If you don't understand the value of how this business can change your life, then during those times when it gets tough, you're going to get going. And so you have to have the mental aptitude, you have to have a positive mindset to really change what this business can do for your life. And that really goes hand in hand with knowing your why. What is your why? Have you have it written down? Do you have it taped to your mirror in the bathroom when you're brushing your teeth in the morning and reminding yourself every single day why it's so important for you to grow this business, why it's so important for you to educate other people on what clean crafted wine is, why you're basically having a solution to other people's problems when it comes to people who are needing to make more income, wanting a side hustle, or just needing to drink really good wine, right? If you pose it as a solution to their problem, you don't feel like you are really bugging them. So get the book, read the book, make sure you understand exactly what it means to get over your damn self. At the end of the day, like my husband told me years ago, those people aren't paying our bills, right? When you're doing a Facebook Live and you know that you really don't want to, you're thinking, no, I don't want to do this, and you've talked yourself out of it, think about how much more effective you could be thinking that someone's going to see your live and approach you and say, you know what? I loved your video. I know it's not easy, but I want to talk about the business. Or I loved your video. I'd love to order some wines from you. So think about how many more people you can reach doing stuff like that than not being able to get over your damn self. So who are you approaching? Okay. So let's talk about the people outside of your warm market that you're going to start targeting in terms of this cold market approach. The types of people are chefs, bakers, nutritionists, stay-at-home moms needing an extra income, travel enthusiasts, because a lot of them are foodies and they love their wine, fitness enthusiasts, health and wellness advocates, obviously bartenders and wait staff, people that are already in the wine industry, other entrepreneurs like realtors and financial advisors. They're hustlers, you guys, and you know that. And so they understand the sales lingo. They understand, what it takes to make a sale. And so go after those people. And then empty nesters, right? People that are in a changing time in their life where they may have been doing something for a long time and they're looking for a change. The people that I've approached to directly join my team, I have found all of them through Facebook or Instagram. So how am I doing that? So you can use social media to your advantage like no other. LinkedIn, a lot of you guys have done Heights LinkedIn training and started to change your profiles and started to connect with people on LinkedIn that either have your same occupation, that have your same college, or maybe they live in the same town, they have a mutual connection, and that's great. But I have found so much success on Facebook following hashtags. So people who are doing clean wine, they are part of a wine club, they're clean living already. And then mostly through Dry Farms Wine subscribers. If you guys don't already know, they're our only competitor in terms of also lab testing their wines, but they are not a direct sales company. And they're a subscription-based only wine club. So showing anyone that comments on a Dry Farms Wine ad, hey, there's another alternative. Hey, you can come and join Scout and Cellar, and it's not low alcohol, and you don't have to join a wine club. So messaging those people, and I've done that so many times, right? I could message 100 people a day and maybe have 2 people respond to me, but it's a numbers game. You've got to keep messaging people. You can't get down because, no one's messaged you back that day, because it takes a lot of reach outs. And no's are okay. As long as you're getting no's, that means that you're reaching out to enough people, right? And then there's another natural wine company, organic wine company called Bonterra. I actually follow them on Facebook as well. And so I'll go through some of their posts and see people who have commented and then also reach out to them. Because if they're a fan of lab tested wines or organic wines, then we have a great product for them. Again, we're solving their problem of looking for a cleaner alternative when it comes to wines. Now let's talk about how you're approaching these people, right? I know that on my page, I really talked to my downline about not having the verbal diarrhea. You get so excited when you talk to someone that you immediately just, spew out 3 paragraphs of information because you love our wines. You're passionate about our company. You love what this has done for your life. But you have to remember that if that was you on the receiving end, you're probably going to stop reading it after the second sentence, right? So you want to be short and inviting. So if it's a message on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, it needs to be really short and then leave them wanting more. Make sure that when you are talking to someone in person, that you're bold and you're authentic and you're confident. How different is a conversation when you talk to someone at the dry cleaners and say, hey, I love that shirt. Where did you get it? Right? You always want to start with a compliment. And then you talk about how, you're dry cleaning a dress because you're going to a regional conference this weekend. Yeah, I'm actually in the wine business. And I'm being authentic because I am there to pick up a dress for the conference. And I'm being bold, right? I'm approaching someone and telling them that I like their shirt just to start a conversation. And then you want to listen and learn their why. This is really important when you start to talk to someone about the business because you're solving their problem, right? So their why is, yeah, I talked to someone last week on Facebook. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing this because I'm a stay-at-home mom and I really need the additional income. Or, you know what, I really just need something else to do. I hate just having the title of mom. There's a lot of people that have been laid off during COVID, unfortunately. And so you're solving a problem for them that is really extra income. And you can show them how to get that extra income through our business. So when you're talking to people and you're having these conversations as you're recruiting, I know you guys have heard this tons and tons of times. Make sure you are getting their why and you are not just talking all over the conversation. Don't be attached to the outcome. Okay, you guys, you are going to get no's. It doesn't mean that you stop approaching people. This business is about being consistent in showing people that this wine has changed your life or this business has changed your life. So don't be attached to the outcome in terms of someone saying, no, I don't want to do that, or no, that's a pyramid scheme, or no, I would never drink those wines. I think that for me, it's so much easier to approach people that I don't know because their no's don't affect me. I don't know these people. So it's a lot different for someone that I've met at the store telling me no, thank you, versus my cousin saying, yeah, no, I would never drink those wines. And I think to me, that's the beauty of cold market prospecting is that those people shouldn't matter to you. You don't know them any different than, Bob down the street. So when they say no to you, don't let it get you down. Like, don't be attached to that outcome and continue to keep doing your reach outs, right? And then lastly, I'm going to do a little example of complimenting, connecting, the personal and bold messaging, right? So here's an example of what I've said to a lot of people that I've approached from dry farms. I say, hi, Teresa. I see that you're interested in learning more about natural wine. I have an alternative that may work for your lifestyle. I work with a wine company that sources organic vegan wines that are free of all preservatives, pesticides, chemicals, and added sugars. Unlike dry farms, now I'm going to give them the difference. You have the opportunity to purchase on your own terms, no commitments, no subscriptions, and we are not low alcohol wine. Are you open to learning more? I'm never sending anyone my link in the first message because sending someone your link means that they're probably going to just go click on your link, look at the website, look at the wines, look at the pricing, and then probably never even respond to your message. So again, I'm being inviting. I am enticing them to engage in a conversation. So in turn, if I'm not actually messaging someone that is a Dry Farms Wine subscriber, and let's say I am following a certain hashtag on Instagram, and so a influencer has a glass of wine, because she's not doing dry January. I'm going to compliment her, right? I'm going to say something that's like, wow, I love Pinots. What type of wine are you drinking? What's in your glass? And then engage in a conversation from there, right? I'm going to go and look at someone that I can connect with on another level and say, hey, it looks like you also have 5 kids, or hey, it looks like you just had a baby. I have a 7-month-old. So complimenting someone opens up a conversation, opens up a whole new universe versus, hey, I sell wine. Let's talk about my business. Or would you like to buy some wine from me? Complimenting them means, hey, I saw that you had this amazing, vacation over the holidays in Colorado. How was that? Where did you guys stay? Right? Connecting means that you're basically putting yourself out there and telling them that, hey, I used to go to Texas A&M. I see that you're an Aggie too. And then personal and bold messaging. So after you've established a connection with someone and they can trust you, it is so much easier to talk about the business, right? So now you're going back and forth and you're talking about your kids or your college or whatever it may be. And then you go to the bold part. I always ask people straight up, would you be interested in an additional income revenue, right? Would you be interested in a side gig? Because if you don't ask them if they'd be interested in the opportunity, they may not really understand that you as a wine consultant are part of a direct sales company and they can do this too. Sometimes you'll put a post out there and say, man, this is my dream job. I love drinking wine and getting paid for it, blah, 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 blah. And someone comments like, man, that's awesome. I wish I could do that. Well, you can. I don't know how many people messaged me after I put together a little video and said, I love how you market your product. You're so awesome at this. And it's simple. It's a Facebook story video. Like, you can do this too. Let me show you how. So making sure that somewhere in these messages, when you are talking to people that you meet over social media or you meet in person, you are mentioning the actual business opportunity because you don't want them to walk away without knowing that they can also do this. The last thing that I want to talk about, and I've talked about this, I don't know how many times, this is also from Romy's book, Get Over Your Damn Self. It's the common objections to joining. If before you talk to people, you don't know the main things that they're going to say, the main reasons why they don't want to join any type of sales job, then you're not going to know what to say in reaction to that negative reason for why they don't want to join. If you have really studied these objections and you know exactly when they say, well, no, I don't want to do that because I don't want to annoy my friends, right? If you know immediately what to say when they say, I don't want to annoy my friends, you've overcome their objection and they're thinking, oh, wait, you're right. That's true. I don't have to annoy my friends, right? If when they say, I don't want to annoy my friends, your response is, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't want to annoy my friends either. Well, you're never going to recruit that person, right? So let's talk about the common objections. Let's role play some things that I've said in the past to get them to join anyways, right? Because if you've gotten as far as getting this person some information about the business opportunity, you've had multiple interactions and conversations with them to try to get them to join. And at the end of the day, their one reason why they don't want to join is, I don't have enough time. Okay, well, let's show them why you don't need a lot of time to build this business. Let's use their personal experiences, how they're a PTA mom and they're juggling soccer and baseball and a full-time job, and how they're so great at managing their time. So what I do is I take their objection and I ask a clarifying question, right? That's the first thing I do. And then I try to compliment something that I personally know that they do really well now. And so for a cold market, whenever you're having these conversations with someone and you're getting to know them, you're building that relationship, this is how you want to get to know a little bit more about them, right? Are they passionate about the environment? Are they passionate about making extra income? So you can throw those tidbits into this conversation. So someone says, I don't have enough time. I say, clarifying question, how much time do you think you need to be successful at this business? I've got 5 kids. I'm on the PTA. I'm a CCE teacher. I kind of show them that I'm working it here and there when I can. The best thing about this business, there's no blueprint that says you have to sit at your computer every single day for 5 hours. And I've seen that you're really busy, and busy people get stuff done. You're working and you've got your hands full with all your kids. You're managing the local neighborhood group. And there's so many things that you do, and you do them so well. This is just something else that you're already drinking. And I think you'd be amazing at this, right? So showing them that what they have in mind in terms of time is not like we have to sit at our computer for 5 hours every single day. I may send a message in the morning while my baby is napping for 5 minutes, send messages, and then pick that back up in the afternoon. I'm not a salesperson. I wasn't a salesperson when I joined Scout Seller. I actually have an engineering degree, so I've never done any type of sales. So I actually did give this objection to Anne. So what I say to people is, what makes you think that you have to have a sales background to do this business? We're just passionate people sharing wine that we love. Just like you shared last week when you went to that restaurant in town and you were telling everyone to go and eat there. That's exactly what we're doing, right? So showing them that not having a sales background is not necessary for this job overcomes that objection. I don't want to annoy friends, right? Again, what makes you think that we're annoying friends? We're actually giving them wine that is clean crafted and may be solving a problem that they have. Again, this is where you kind of want to interject and make sure that they understand that if they're sharing products already that they love, which they probably are, I know a lot of mom friends that do that. They bought a new 20-ounce water jug on Amazon and they're sharing it, right? They're not annoying their friends by sharing things they love. So again, you want to respond with the clarifying question and then compliment them on something that they're already doing. I don't know enough people. Well, what makes you think that you don't know enough people? Think about your kids' parents, friends, your soccer team, your neighborhood association, your college friends. And so you start to go down the list to open up their mind of all the different friend groups that they have and people that they can actually go now and talk to, right? People that say that they don't have enough people to approach, really, those are the people who may genuinely have a warm market, or they really haven't expanded their mind as to all the people that they really can talk to about the business. I don't have enough money to do this. Okay, if you don't have enough money to do this, what makes you think that you have to have a ton of money to do this, right? Our joining fee is actually really low compared to some other direct sales companies. And so I kind of give some comparisons as to Rodan and Fields or LuLaRoe and other companies that their joining fees and their minimum sales quotas are a lot higher than ours. So letting them know that, hey, it's just $249. With that, you get 4 bottles of wine and a whole bunch of marketing material and a personal website, right? Letting them know that that link is active the minute that they join is even more amazing. The timing just isn't right. Well, this is the thing about timing. There's never a good time to start a business. There's never a good time to start a diet. There's never a good time to start a new business opportunity, right? The timing is never going to be right. So why not jump in now instead of waiting a couple of years and thinking, I should have done this then, right? The worst feeling that anyone can have is a missed opportunity. And knowing that if they had signed up 3 years ago, they would have had a huge customer base. Most of them still don't know about Scout and Seller, but they would have been the first one on their block. They would have been the first one at their school. They would have been the first one at work to tell people about Scout and Seller. So I always tell people that, yes, the timing's never going to feel like it's right because you're adding something to your plate, but making sure that you're not missing an opportunity to really grow yourself and build this business and change your family's life is amazing because we're just about to blow up. And then lastly, like I said, I get this question all the time, the whole pyramid thing. Number one, I let them know what makes you think that this is a pyramid. We are not getting paid for someone to join our teams. That's illegal. That makes it a pyramid scheme, right? So Scout Seller does not give us any money when someone joins our team. Number two, if you really think about a corporate structure, or if you are talking to someone that actually works in a sales organization, you kind of talk to them about how when their team does well, their manager gets added sales incentives, their manager gets added sales bonuses. This is like that at Target. This is like that at my old job in corporate America. This is like that everywhere at schools. When you think about the fact that there's one person that's on top and then it trickles down. The person at the top gets paid the most, right? Because they have the most responsibility. And then the other people report to them, and the other people get paid less and less and less and less. The best thing about direct sales to me is that, hey, your level 8 can be a higher title than you because they choose to work the business. So to me, it's more exciting because our pyramid means that the person that's at the bottom of the pyramid, they can still be making more than the person at the top of the pyramid. There's no limit to any one of us making this business exactly what we want it to be in terms of changing our lives. So really, to end today, I want to talk about why cold market recruiting. I know it sounds scary. I know a lot of people say, yeah, I'm just not sending messages to people that I don't know. In the back of my mind, every single day when I'm sending these messages, what is the most exciting thing to me is that I can send a message to someone and I can change their life. And that person can be the next superstar on my team, which means that they're going to help change my life. And that is what keeps me going in terms of cold market recruiting. You guys, if you want to be in this business for the long run, you will have to learn to cold market recruit. Even if you know thousands of people in your immediate warm market, after those thousands of people have been talked to and approached, you've got to reach out and you've got to make sure that you're continuing to share this business opportunity with strangers, which I think is an amazing, amazing business that we're all in, which is direct sales. All right, you guys, I hope you're having a great time at Regional Conference. Cheers.